What is up, guys? Welcome to Lippy with Lana. What is that mic dropping? Yeah, definitely. Hit that thumbs up. Support, subscribe, all that good stuff. What is good? What is good? What is good? I mean, I think it's only fitting and definitely ironic that there'd be a defamation case like the one you guys are seeing between Johnny Depp and Heard and wild stories coming out of that courtroom. Almost as wild as these YouTubers giving up their panel to a terminated YouTube creator. But I mean, not following the rules is par for the course. Mic dropping addicted all day to that case. Yeah. Wow. What is up, Ivy Jane? Yeah, grab your tea, grab your water. For whatever reason, yeah. I'm gonna get started here in just a minute. What's up, Muffy? Good to see you here, Muffy. Good to see you. Again, gonna get started here in just a second. Got some funny things for you. What is up, Deanne? All those people that are scared to say hi. But boy, do they want to listen. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to continue to be a topic of conversations, but sounds good. Let's take a look here. So, mic dropping, you said that you're obsessed with the case, the Johnny Depp case. You've been listening to it all day. It's a good way to pass your time. I mean, I think it's better than what other people are doing. You know, I go up on that panel yesterday to try to talk to Melissa Jade, and she's like, I'm going to get down if Lana comes up. Okay, but I'm just going to go talk about Lana some more. Truly baffling, you know. Nope, I have to be on a panel with, you know, a couple other people, possibly 10 other people, and, you know, that's the only way that I can handle that situation. So, oh God, of course. MJ is saying you sent other people's nudes and that you're mad she blocked you. That's kind of funny because that's the same thing that was said in court. Funny thing is that I blocked the person that I went to court with. And that can be proven with Facebook subscriber info. So, number one. Number two, MJ is saying you sent other people's nudes to her. No, I didn't send other people's nudes to MJ. I was explaining to MJ that I was still getting nudes, and did I think that they were like real? Like, why would these people be coming at me during the midst of like this alleged sex scandal that she was a part of? So you'd have to ask Melissa Jade why she would go to Larry and tell him a ridiculous story and talk about her friend Allie, and she's going to stick to her lies, and she can. Hey, Lana, I'm not missing this one. I'm invested in this circus. I'm just waiting for their glass houses to shatter. They will. They will. She said last night if she showed them, nobody would believe her. What? She... Here, how about this one? So I get a message today, and you know, don't you just think it's the damnedest thing that you know, that none of them that claim to be, you know, Allie's good friend, Angie Erickson's good friend, none of them have tried to, you know, Allie just got put out for a TPO. Did they talk about that at all? Did they talk about maybe, you know, trying to help their friend who just got slapped with a TPO? And what about that other mod? That Amanda Joe woman, she got slapped with one too. And they're all supposed to be good friends with these people. And are they like talking about that and try to help their friends? What is up? Unmurdered, what is up, Heather? I was actually just talking about you and talked about what good friends, you know, Melissa Jade and company seem to be when TPOs get put out, and you would think that these people would try to help to come to the aid of their friend, you know, Allie, and say, what do you mean TPO for harassment and stalking? Hell no, that's not newsworthy, Boston says. Yes, Dom's mom, it is. Circus Glass Houses is correct, yes. Again, Crazy Chick, want to say hi to everybody in chat. You know, and the other thing that MJ keeps saying, and I don't know why she keeps saying it, that there's like these stills, like there's like that she just sent me pics. There are no stills. I was never given any like a picture of Melissa Jade. The only thing I ever got from Melissa Jade was actual videos. So maybe she needs to, you know, go back through the porn that she sent out. Maybe she needs to go see what she's talking about and who she sent these stills to, because she has to say that for whatever reason, and I don't know why, but clearly she's sticking to this story that there was just like these stills. There was no stills. There was only videos. So my guess is that she can't keep her lies straight, and you know. But again, yeah, I go on that Surviving the Storms, Dorothy's channel, because the sex panel was being talked about. And of course, yeah, bring me up there, because I damn right have something to say about this. But she was a coward and didn't want to talk about it. Why all of a sudden does she want to talk? Well, because, she wants to do it with a panel. And she also has, what is it? Oh, NC lost her channel. So all these people are out trying to gather up and get NC's subs to become their subs. So, and she wants to just go back to this, I blame, NC. See, that's the problem. That's the problem, is that Natasha Cooper knew nothing about Melissa Jade sliding into my DMs and being a pig. After I introduced that girl to vanish mode, one would think that that's where you would act like that. But she would send me stuff outside of vanish mode even after I showed her vanish mode. And it was to like protect her. Why are you sending this? So you'd have to ask her why she wanted to send stuff outside of vanish mode. Lana, you don't say shit. Just a bunch of mumbo jumbo to stay relevant. Well, that is your opinion. And mumbo jumbo, you know what I could say there? If I'm just mumbo jumbo and I'm irrelevant, then why does everyone try to take me down? How about that? Why does everybody have to lie? If I'm so irrelevant, think about it, honey. Wow, so she had a chance to talk. Lana, I just want to hide the typical loser, then realize I'm no mod. Yeah, I'll take care of them. They can show their ass. Yeah, why doesn't she state what you blackmailed her with? Now, nobody can. That should be something easy to prove. If I'm threatening and harassing, where's the police reports, KK? Where are the police reports? Where's all these women? How about when Rocket Man happened and you guys were like, I'm going to go get Rocket Man. You need to call the police. It's Lana. It's Lana. It's Lana. It's Lana. You know what I'm saying? Well, why didn't you guys file? No, you know what ends up happening? All these idiots start saying things like, for example, Kim saying that she's a victim of mine. And then 6 months later says that we were in love and that we were in a sexual relationship. We were sexually active. That's the terminology that she used. I've never met her, but we're sexually active together. So explain that to me. Ivy Jane says it was lies from the beginning and they've all been backpedaling ever since. Yeah. And they can't keep their story straight. And thank you for the I saw that you were a new member over there on the other channel. Don't know much about the history, but supporting you. She wasn't a victim when you paid her bills. Yeah. And see, that's the weird thing, is that there's a huge paper trail of that. There's a huge paper trail of that. So I don't know, but that's what people do, like her, and the people that are over there. They're going to lie and lie and lie and lie. And then when you show proof, then it's like, oh, those are doctored or whatever bullshit. Listen to the trial that I just went through. KK, you ordered the audio like the day afterwards. Why? Because that's how obsessed you are. That you ordered the audio from a hearing. The only person lying and twisting stuff up is you. You just keep going after people and they get sick of it. Oh, who have I gone after? Who have I gone after? Because last time I checked, they're the ones that set up the sex scandal. And I have these same people that are in that live I have them all saying that it was a setup. Like, Melissa knows it was a setup. All these people know that it was a setup. Nothing came out of Rocket Man. Nothing. Why? Why didn't Ludovica go to the police? Why wasn't Melissa Jade, why wasn't any of them working together to help that poor girl out, to find out who revenge porned her? Because it wasn't me. Because don't you think if I was the one that did it, these low life, nothing better to do, they would have probably got to the bottom of that? But they knew that it wasn't me back then. And they know right now that it's not me because I just showed, But yet, Melissa wants to go live and talk about, God knows what. And then KK just goes up there and talks about, she's just grooming you and cultivating you into, yeah, you're a victim. A victim of what? Lala is going after people. This Boston says, oh, Jesus, now I heard it all. Lala is still making videos, MJ lies, and won't confront Lana. Think people. Yeah, I have no idea. KK was sent money? From who? What are you talking about? Okay, somebody paid KK? Oh, God, I'm dying. Who was sent money? I don't even know who this person is. Savannah. Who was sent money? Luda was sent money not to go to the police? Oh, I sent her money? Yeah, back in 2018 and 19 because she said she was getting evicted. And she said that she had no money and her account was all frozen. I don't even know if this is real Parker Beebs, but hopefully it is. The timing of everything recently just doesn't make sense. Too much tying together. People coming out of the woodwork. What is up, Angry Inch? No, I think that's why nobody went to the police. No one went to the police because they were paid? Who paid them? Well, I could definitely see that, being the case. What I thought was funny is that Mandy C went on Melissa Jade's panel and was talking about, Mandy C is like the queen of like catching stuff and like screenshotting and immediately doing stuff. So if I sent her this alleged porn, she's so quick. You're telling me she didn't get screenshots of that? Come on now. Why has this never been talked about before? Yeah, there's, I'm just reading chat here. I mean, I know that, Father Snuffles offered, Kraft and Barnes money for, Teresa's screenshots. So, would Father Snuffles pay money to, keep somebody quiet? I mean, yeah, but I don't think that in the end, I just think that in the end, when there's a lot more on the line, that these people that are lying, I don't think they're going to lie. But you know what? I could be totally wrong because, these people are morally fucking dense. What is up? I thought Lana was lying, but I saw a lot of things that might not add up to it being Lana. Lana's not lying, and Lana's not fucking Rocket Man. Because trust me, if I was Rocket Man, all them bitches over there, all these, people that are, king and queens of setting people up and scandals and stupid shit like that, they'd be able to do that. You'd be turning that URL. You'd be like constantly trying to find out who that belongs to. And, I asked certain people, hey, why didn't you ever go forward with trying to find out who Rocket Man was? Oh, I don't know. I just I never continued on with that. It's just like, well, why? I'm supposedly supposed to be this fucking horrible person. Right there, you guys all want me off of YouTube. I think that'd be a pretty good way to do it. Dumbasses. If Melissa couldn't face you, then that should tell you everything. Yeah, she refused to get on that panel. She's normally the first one, drop the link, and wants to go ham. Well, let's go fucking ham. Let's go ham. Let's go fucking ham. I have a phone recorded conversation that Ludovica Biani says that she believes that Father Snuffles bought porn off of her. I said, how did he pay? I refuse to listen to any of these idiots and just let the digital evidence speak for itself. When you set stuff up, you're eventually going to make a mistake. So, for example, this is the best part about it for me that I get a laugh out of. These people say that I'm this and I'm that, but yet all they do all day is, it's like Adidas. All day I dream about sex. It's all day I dream about Lana. All day. That's all it is. It's, constantly making videos or having a live or, and it all is defamation and it's attacking a nonprofit. And this is what people that don't work do. This is what people that, are sociopaths do. There's a bunch of books out there about it. Shit, Father Snuffles has been, his own people call him a sociopath. So I don't know what more you can need. She blocks anyone who asks about it when she streams on Instagram. She was blocking people who send her tips. They don't have jobs. No, they don't have jobs. These are all what do you crazy chicks like they don't have jobs? No, Melissa Jade is a full-time YouTuber. You think KK works? She hasn't worked a day since. I think. You gotta go all the way back to 2012, maybe even 2010. Where do you think KK works at? Do you guys ever ask KK, hey, do you work? How do you pay your bills? Role playing's this shit. Keeps it real. Yeah, crazy chicks okay, well, that explains a lot for me. Yeah, they don't work. Look at how many people are just typing in chat right here, and the other people are all just watching and listening. It's the same people that are talking, and it's. I think that Jen, I think that Incognito and then Incognito, I think that they need to really go and talk to Andrea Powers. because Andrea Power's running around, and she's been doing it. She's been doing it, telling people that those two people are DTOS. So it's so funny because one of the questions yesterday was asked of Melissa Jade, who DTOS is, and she says she has no idea, yet they're wrenched. They're wrenched in her channel, but she has no idea who they are. Why would you wrench somebody that you don't know? Talk about a rogue mod situation, Melissa. I mean, my story, because it's not a story, has been the same from day one to day 365. Thank you for the PayPal. Can I get a wrench? Yeah, no, I don't need wrenches. They just put targets on people's backs. You could hear the deeper's delight in her voice. That's a joke. Oh. Hell's bells. You know, the funny thing is that these people take terms and just run with it. You know, because if I used a different word besides empire to explain a situation, you know, no, I don't believe anybody's working with an empire over there. You have to make money, okay? And when you're making $0, and see, that's the evidence that if you actually listen to me in court, as I'm trying to get in, and they're so hard saying, you know, they're objecting to Social Blade being used, and, you know, these sites that show you your performance and they track your stuff each month. And I knew what I was doing. You know, you said you haven't been working, so what do? Well, here, let's look at it. But you know, there was a sex scandal done on me, and I just investigated it, and that's what I used part of the times that I went live to show. I've always showed with receipts everything, and while I was doing that, you know, certain things were coming to light. But more importantly, what was happening is when I was doing all that back in like November and December of 2021 to show about the sex scandal and all that, I couldn't help it that Father Snuffles was blackmailing, you know, women with nudes, and that they decided to come to me and tell me about it, and that he was backdating NDAs. I mean, why did these women come to me, and why, you know, I don't know. And the stories were just, you know, very similar to what happened with the sex scandal. And then people coming forward on the dates that Melissa Jade had became a Patreon member, and NDAs and things of that nature. But here's a question. They said, why does Father Snuffles need an NDA? Well, why does somebody think that an NDA is going to trump a subpoena? It's not. It's not at all. And in fact, why does Father Snuffles need to backdate, you know, a subpoena? How does Father Snuffles have a PPO out on him? They thought you'd disappear when they started all this, and I bet never expected you to fight for yourself. Well, yeah, and, I mean, it's... I mean, you guys know why everybody left, right? They left because of Father Snuffles. Father Snuffles is the reason that people left Patreon. Women that were members left because of that thing that refers to himself as a serial rapist's penis, and who uses that name within true crime within 98% women. I mean, think about that. Think about that. I mean, I think that's you're referring to yourself as the nickname of a serial rapist dick. That's the weapon that they used. Their dick. Why did they do all of this? I mean, I guess you'd have to ask them because I'd be speculating. How about this? Here's a better question. Why are all these women afraid of Father Snuffles? Why are all these women afraid of Father Snuffles? Atlanta, do you think all of this will come to an end? I do. I think that it is going to come to an end. It's 100% going to come to an end. I spent a shit ton of money to obtain the lawyers to do the appeal, and yeah, it's definitely going to come to an end. Unfortunately, the way that the courts work is things take time, and but yeah, I mean, we wouldn't even still be here right now if people weren't lying. I mean, but you have to ask yourself, why are they lying? Who are you going to protect? Like, who cares? Like, think about this. I had the back of Melissa Jade. I had her back. Okay. And then I just, I knew that I was going to be digging and getting to the bottom of it. And so I went and I went and I went and I went and I went. And lo and behold, when you mix my skill set with a lot of digital evidence that's out there just because people take screenshots or, people are sharing people's messages and then just flat out you have people that are like, I'm going to talk about the truth. Like, I'm not going to sit back anymore. And because what I started revealing, okay, and why people started coming to me is because as much as people say that, oh, Lana reveals all of our messages, you can't trust Lana, that's a bunch of crock of shit. Because there's people out there that know 100% that Lana's kept her mouth shut about people that have come forward. But Is there a point to this live? Don't you have something new or interesting to say? Yeah, you want me to tell you something new and interesting? You want me to tell you something? You ready to hear this? Are you ready? Lynn, Trauma and True Crime, dismissed her case against me. Take that, pipe it, smoke it. Peace. Keep burning those alts, people. We love it. I know, right? So to answer that question, yeah, that there's somebody asked me, okay, it was Dorothy. Dorothy said, well, why do this? What's the end game? What do you mean what the end game is? The end game is they have to do this type of stuff when people figure stuff out. They have to do this or they're going to lose everything that they built. But when you don't have any content, that's why you have to do this. Because I'm not the person that needs the content. They do. What do they produce? What are any of these people producing except just lies about people? Talking about people's personal lives. Who talks about anything to do with true crime cases or trying to help people in that type of, area? South Africa supports Lana. Thank you. I've said it numerous times that I think a lot of people in this community are very talented and that they're wasting their talents. Because their talents could be put to use to actually help people. Oh, yeah, exactly. I will run my shit my way. I think I got some questions. So the end game here is that there's not an end game. Because their game is just to stay alive. So that's their game. Is that when people know that they've been doing, a couple years worth of crap, their whole channel is built off of lies and off of Ludovico Biani as a source and trolls as sources. Do you know that you can't lie about sources like that? I mean, there was no Watts source for these channels anymore. And when they didn't have these sources, they resorted to, I showed you guys. Father Snuffles coming at me, wanting to ruin J for Justice's Dateline episode. He still has a hard-on for J for Justice because of some Zoom that got leaked and that you had a fallout with, what? Do you guys know what retaliation is? You guys know what retaliation is? Do you guys want to see a written... Okay, so do you guys want to see a written review? Actually, I'll just read it. Let's see. Let's see here. You guys heard that testimony, right? Like that, what was it? December 21st, I did a live, and then I was blocked, and that, so I mean, I have so many questions. I have so many questions. Why is there a screenshot, with people saying that, no, I'm just fine if Shazam is mad at me. LOL. The team and I were laughing. They're pretty predictable. That's par for the course with these bitches. We're just glad they're gone. Well, I guess I'm glad you let it roll off your back. I don't take them seriously. Like, what? And then I get messages saying that the one piece of evidence that I got in at the hearing, that person was attacked. Like I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Well, yeah. I'm like, attacked how? Well, they said they're going to go and turn them into the FBI. What? Like what? Like what? I'm turning you into the feds. What? Like, do you guys think that's normal? Turning somebody in the feds for what? Wait, I'm so confused. Are they approaching mentally ill people? No, they're messaging people and just putting it in writing. Saying, I'm turning you into the feds. And then going on their personal business pages and writing reviews. Like, doxing people. And writing reviews about services that never happened. I mean, isn't that defamation? Isn't that slander, libel? I mean, what? Have you guys seen any of this stuff? I approached this woman to make a video for me. Next thing I know, she's being told that she's going to be turned into the feds and that she has these horrible reviews on her, on a Facebook page. What? I mean, what? So you guys haven't seen this? Do I need to show it to you guys? It's wild. I mean, it's wild. This person's been in my chat before. This person's, I believe they have a blue wrench for criminality. I believe they have a blue wrench there. print ready CG. Doxed. Worst experience with a graphic designer company ever. Beware of doxed from print ready CG. I never do these publicly, but blank actions were so grossly unethical. I feel like I need to warn anyone else that could possibly do business with this woman. I used blank for the rebrand of my YouTube channel. Everything was fairly good, but after I recently hired her to change some seasonal graphics and to do a holiday intro, she delivered subpar work, which was not worth what I was charged. Several of my customers expressed their disappointment in the last intro she did. Shortly after that, without my knowledge or permission, she abused my access to my brand's Facebook page, removed my brand from one of my groups, and rebranded it to a competitor who she now works for. After assisting someone in stealing my intellectual property, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I mean, wild. I'm just speechless. Wow. I mean, do you guys think that? I mean, wow. But anyways, but it's okay. We can just do these things to people. I mean, people are going after people's, like, livelihood. Only sociopaths use fear to force loyalty from people. I gotta finish up dishes, but you have my support. Thank you. Finish up them dishes. I mean, KK's story just gets pretty old. I lied to everybody about Chris Watts. I was telling him stuff. Let's just talk about the autopsy. I lied some more to you guys about Chris Watts. I made you guys pay to ask me questions. And then Chris Watts terminated me. The Watts family terminated me. Then YouTube terminated me. And now I'm going against terms of service, and I'm going on somebody else's channel to continue defaming a nonprofit and the president of the nonprofit. Oh, and by the way, I said that I was a victim of hers, and I was soliciting victims to come up on panel. Fake victims. Yep, okay. Oh, and then by the way, I really wasn't a victim of hers. We were madly in love, and we were sexually active and never met. So, yes, that is, I'm trying to think. I think I summed it up. But let me just go on about Lana terrorizing people with no proof. None. Let me just say whatever I want. Right. Wow, KK. And guys, this is coming from me that hasn't worked in over 10 years. So I get it. I understand that, that she's going to be upset with me that I took her money train away and that the Watts terminated her and that YouTube terminated her. But I didn't do that to you. You did that to yourself. I don't have pull at YouTube. I don't work for YouTube. Okay. If KK wants to be honest on why she lost her channel with her viewers, that's up to KK. I have no idea why KK lost her channel. I mean, because truth be told, if you actually were over there, I mean, I don't know what they did behind the scenes, but the way that it was presented in that, chat and everything, it was all about positivity and, kindness and love, and everybody was hugging trees and hugging each other. And I mean, so I'd be speculating across the board. I have no idea why KK lost her channel. All I know is that Chris Watts terminated his relationship with her, the Watts, and then YouTube. So this was her second channel. She had a channel before that, so I don't know if that had something to do with it. I don't know, but I'm not the one. Okay. You guys heard the email or text that I sent her, and I did it for Cindy's sake, to say, come to Denver, you know what I mean? But I mean, I wish that KK still had her channel, because then she would actually not be obsessed with me and she could work on her channel. So truth be told, I wish that KK had her channel. And I wish that she could have that money to support her family. Because I do think that her family probably needed that money. But, I mean, there's a bunch of jobs out there to go get. The best part about it is that is that Melissa J doesn't hear from KK almost a year, and now KK goes on her panel today. Meanwhile, the bitch couldn't even fucking email the girl back when she was supposedly this victim of mine, and goes on Natasha's panel and does all that stuff. KK's like, yeah, email me. Do you think? And then I have actually a screenshot of the email that Melissa Jade sent KK, and KK didn't even fucking bother emailing the bitch back. But she's this freaking victim, and you just blow her off after you told her to email you? I mean, I have the email. Do you want me to show everybody? I mean, are these people fucking out of their minds? No, because this is the way that crowd works. Oh, wait, who's your enemy? Okay, let me go sniff their ass so that, we can work together to take down a mutual enemy. Well, how am I even your enemy? Oh, that's right, because it was about my future being, so bright, and they don't have anything. But, well, maybe you guys should have, not fucked up and fucked around with the 35C and defamed the website and defamed me in the process. And then you guys would have all the content you ever needed on Watts Island. I cannot blame you guys for your stupidity, but I am going to blame you guys for your defamation. I don't believe that she can just make another channel, because I believe that she is, when you are terminated from YouTube, that means, I think To the Moon can, say this better, but you can't. It's like Natasha Cooper right now. That's why her channels keep getting taken down, because she can't have a new channel. So major lost, but we'll catch up. I'm always majorly lost when anything happens with KK talking. So, hey, sorry I can't stay. Showing my support. Love you there, Mabel Beeve. I mean, crazy chick. Yeah, like you're probably like, wait, none of these people work? No, they're full-time YouTubers. I mean, I don't know. Can you just imagine coming home? Hey, hon, what'd you do all day? Oh, well, I was just online with all my troll accounts, just, bashing people. What? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, like I was just going around hunting people online that were in certain live chats. I was just following them around. Well, that's really healthy. Would you date KK? Are you fucking kidding me? No. It's a hard pass, sorry. No. I date dimes. I guess I'm vain. When you're terminated, you cannot evade a ban. They will eventually block your IP, period. Yeah. So, and I do believe, to the moon, you cannot have people on your panel. Because that was the big thing as far as why Critical K couldn't come on my channel. And at least Critical K is honest about it. She's like, I don't think I can go on your channel during this, appeal. I don't know. It's just so hard for me to understand that one would do this. Well, when stuff's about to get revealed on what they've really been doing, I mean, you can't fraud people. Like that's actually why this whole big thing happened on Angie Erickson's channel. I mean, people are accusing each other of fraud and stealing money, and now we have like this whole LGBTQ, like allegedly this is a hate crime. I mean, that's kind of like the boat that I'm in. I was targeted because of my sexuality. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I was just burning alts and spreading BS. Yay, fun day. Yeah, exactly. Like, can you imagine that? Hey, hon, what'd you do today? Oh, I was just really busy with some paperwork, doing our bills and stuff like that. I mean, think about that. That's probably what Shanann was saying to Chris. But meanwhile, Shanann's, I don't even know what she was doing because she wasn't paying the bills. I just dropped our kids off at daycare and just, sat around. And I mean, I was just promoting, but nobody was buying, so I just had to buy myself so I could pay my car payment. I mean, like, really, like, what? Why do you guys think all these people are, like, in the most fucked up, like, relationships and situations? Okay, because they came this way. They came to YouTube that way. Like, oh, hell. That's true. You can't go on anyone's channel. You've lost your privilege to platform. It happens. Yeah, so exactly. So then now that's the name of this episode, which is DTOS. Since you guys are all about, terms of service, I want to know why you guys are wrenching for a creator that is allowing another person and themselves to break terms of service. So, I mean, and I'll be reporting it. Because if you want to defame me while you're breaking terms of service, that's a huge problem. Like, how fucking stupid are you? That's the number one question I have. How stupid are you people? And they're just like, well, we're just going to keep on doing it until we get in trouble type of thing. Okay. Well, all this damage that's going on, I just keep doing what I'm supposed to do. Keeping tabs on it all. You guys have to remember, these people are vulnerable people that they need money. That's why they have a YouTube channel. They're they don't have morals to the point that, okay, yeah, I'll do this. Because you think that Father Snuffles is telling them the real reason that like this would go on or whatever? No. That's not how he operates. I mean, but you saw like when I was in an NDA with him, he just flat out told me he's trying to take down Jay from Dateline. I mean, if I was Jay, I'd want that information. I would probably try to do something with that information. And you would think, okay, Lana, why would you help Jay? I don't look as that I'm helping anybody. I look at it as like, I don't want subscribers and members to be subjected to people like this. Because, for example, when you just start talking to somebody because you think that, I talked to them in live chat, they seem really cool, and here you're talking to an alt that belongs to, like, let's say Father Snuffles, and you don't even know. So, I don't give a shit what Jay may have done or didn't do, or anybody for that matter. Even if somebody was trying to do something like Melissa Jade or KK, or it doesn't matter. Like, I wouldn't just be like, oh... And turn that, like, that's, then you're no better. You're no better. And that's called integrity. And nobody here has integrity. So, I shouldn't say nobody. That's not fair to say. But it's unfortunate that a lot of these creators struggle, and they'll tell you that they struggle. They'll tell you that they had addiction issues. They'll tell you that, mental health, or they're going to tell you, listen to all of them. Okay? So these are the perfect people for someone like Father Snuffles to, own, in a sense, to manipulate, and especially like weaker women. Weaker women, that's what they find themselves in, is in, situations and relationships, whether they're friendships or more than friendships, they find themselves in when they, get involved with somebody like this. It has to be a miserable existence when your daily life is trying to destroy someone's life, business, and involve innocent people. Yeah, I mean, well, just think about what that is. Like, that's what these people are doing, and just, like, read that. Instead of actually just, like, breathing and then saying, like, okay, why don't we do what Lana's doing? Why don't we actually sit down and try to figure this out? Like, if you guys are all holier-than-thou people, like Holly, okay? I feel like I could hand Holly all the evidence in the world to show exactly who Father Snuffles is, and she would be like, like sniff her nose at it, like, versus being like, okay, wow. And you know what that's called? You're being biased because of the person that gave it to you. And that's reckless. Because I believe that your subs and your members are, like, counting on you to, protect them. I think that was the biggest part about Father Snuffles and the women, is that this person, Father Snuffles, was put in a position and put in different positions in these women's lives that put them at danger. And here they're supposed to be friends of people. Like, knowing that someone and saying that they're a sociopath and you have them around your friends, you have them around your work colleagues, why would you ever subject somebody to what this person is supposedly capable of? That's disgusting. KK has repeatedly tried to interfere in the custody of people's children when she has a vendetta. It's proven. Yeah, it's definitely proven. Why isn't anyone saying anything about KK contacting Lana's ex-lawyer? Where's the outrage? She's trying to interfere in the custody of Lana's son. KK, you're a piece of work. I mean, how about this? Why aren't people asking, why did you get terminated? Why don't you guys ask her why she told the Watts that she wasn't making any money off of her channel? And doesn't people ask her why? Why did you get Lana's audio from her, the hearing? If you say that Lana's the one that's like obsessed with you, then why are you going and getting her audio? Why are you still coming around YouTube and going on people's platforms when you're banned? Yeah, that's what that is somebody that's dangerous because they have nothing to lose. No jobs, mental health issues. Like when you have nothing to lose, that's when someone's dangerous. So I think that Father Snuffles is actually extremely dangerous right now because you know how hard it must have been for him to have to hear over and over and over that court hearing that Aunt Lala kept playing over and over and over. You know how hard it must have been for that, that man to hear that over and over and over? Can you imagine thinking that you are in a oh my God. Oh my God. You want to know what else is crazy, guys? Let me tell you what else is crazy. You guys know that nothing leaves YouTube, right? People are putting shit out there. It doesn't, you're going to have to really work hard to get stuff down because YouTube works and coincides with Google. Okay. And, people's kids are going to see this stuff one day, right? Right. And when you lose courtroom decisions, okay, how do you lie and how do you talk yourself out of that when your kid asks you a question about that? Nothing's come easy for me being on YouTube. Nothing. And that's fine, whatever. But what people should have a problem with is the lies. And the attacking for no reason. And people shouldn't have a problem with me sticking up for myself. I had a lot of people in the beginning, they got to know me or whatever, and it was like when Shazam wasn't a thing anymore, and we got to do something else now. We got to do something else now. Okay, so it went from, okay, we're going to lie about Shazam. Okay, now we're going to lie about the website. Now we're going to lie that she's a sexual predator. Now we're going to say she's a stalker. And yet, still not one single police report. Because I think the last thing that people want to do is go falsifying police reports. I've already actually, that's why I think this is hilarious when people talk about higher, up law enforcement. I went to the Pittsburgh FBI in, was it June June, July, and August of 2021 because I was in Beaver County so much. I've reported all the stuff to my local law enforcement and have kept them up to speed on everything that's been going on. It's a dangerous game they're playing. Who's to say someone mentally unstable isn't going to try and be a vigilante and feel they're justified? That, and also who's to say that someone is not going to, I mean, I think I said the other night, like, when I say, like, when's enough, like, you want to see somebody, like, commit suicide on a live or something? Is that what people want? I mean, because I know that if this was happening to anybody else besides me, I'm a very tough human being, but me being tough and me being mentally, stable, physically, all that stuff, that doesn't give anybody the right to do and say the things that they're doing just because, oh, Lana can take it or something like that. Well, if I can fucking take it, then drop a fucking link and let me see you take it. My dad always said is, if you can't take it, don't dish it out. Because then you're nothing but a punk. People have been asking me this the whole time, like, where's the support? What are they getting from it? They're protecting all the stuff that they've done wrong. Because once all this stuff comes out, and which that's the other thing I don't understand, is they like legit now where it's at, like they just don't think that this stuff's gonna come out. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people write me that like, I don't know how you do it, and yada, yada, yada. Well, I mean, this definitely hasn't been easy. And these people know that they've lied. I mean, I don't even think that Melissa Jade has actually sat down and listened to herself on that fucking panel. Because if she would ever take the time to put herself through listening to that, then she could see why somebody like me would be completely outraged at what she had to say. And how, she claims that she's so smart or whatever the hell she's claiming that she, all of her mods. I look at all these mods and I say, how did Angie Erickson get herself in the situation that she got herself in? That she got slapped with a TPO. And then Amanda Joe, why are you writing to Heather Blaz on her Facebook page acting like, you don't know who Miranda is? A week before Allie goes live. Why are you blowing up Kraft and Barnes like a fucking idiot? I do my homework. And Amanda Joe, you've been behind and around and in between all these scandals with Cato, with the sex scandal, with Allie, Melissa, all that bullshit. I asked Allie flat out, I said, why the fuck would you ever trust somebody like that? I told her back in the day, if there's going to be anybody that takes down her channel, it's going to be fucking Amanda Joe. Amanda Joe's gotta go. Amanda Joe's gotta go. Amanda Joe's gotta go. Donna Martin graduate. Donna Martin graduate. Amanda Joe's gotta go. Like, how would you, let's start a hashtag. I mean, get the fuck out of here. I just want to know who the fuck Amanda Joe thinks she is. Because she was a fucking problem with the sex scandal and all that panel bullshit. And then she coming at me from the left when I was talking and investigating my own sex scandal. Leave Allie alone? Why are you talking about Allie? I'm not fucking talking about Allie. Even if I was talking about Allie, she's part of the process of it. I was like, and clearly you weren't a good friend to Allie because she didn't tell you anything about it either. So piss off. Wait, Allie got a TPO? Yes, Allie got a TPO. But unlike how other people handle stuff, there is an actual, like, way to handle something. And it's called you communicate. And last time I checked, if you thought someone was stalking you, okay, and you thought this and you thought that, I think I would call the fucking police and be reporting stuff like this. One of my opening questions out the gate. Is Allie on YouTube? Yeah, Allie Erickson's on YouTube. When you played that, it is completely clear. And so thankful you're helping them. Yeah, I am going to help them. I wanted nothing to do with this. And in fact, when Angie wrote me, the mother of Miranda wrote me on February 3rd and then again on February 22nd. At that time, remember 2/22 and 22, all that craziness? I said you need to take this to the police. But when you don't know something, you can't be reckless. You don't know both sides. And guess what? Sometimes things aren't just meant for YouTube. Because you don't need to take that on. It doesn't need to come back on you in any way, shape, or form. Especially when you see what the fucking asshats you're dealing with. When I read her email, I was like, what the fuck is this? Why would you ever think that your daughter is marrying Chris Watts? Right there, are you fucking stupid? And if you've been following this case, you would know a lot about it. It just was the most I was just like, please. But this Angie person came to me not once but twice. And it's like, my first question was, who else did Angie go to? Why was Angie sent my way? You know what I'm saying? Because Angie was already talking to Allie on January 22nd. So think about it. Why would she come my way if Allie's already helping her? Why come to me? And like I said, it's because whoever did this wanted me to get involved. And why do you think? And, the other crazy part is that their hashtag about, this woman coming home. When you got a PI and they told you that they were married and showed you their marriage license, this PI that did that, I think maybe you might want to drop that fucking hashtag, you dumb fucks. Right? But I don't believe that they were being honest with Allie. So, now think about this. Think about this for a second. Think about all these creators right now that ask for money on PayPal or that say, pay me this way or pay me that way or whatever. Anybody then could be, a scandal could be made about them and there'd be this paper trail of money that you're sending to this person. You're sending money to them all the time. You know what I mean? So I just... What is it? Heather Blair in the house. It's not, it's Blair, guys. You know, Chanel look alike. You know that's never going to go away. It's okay, though, because we actually talk as adults, and she knows that it's just in fun. Well, there certainly should be a paper trail. Yeah. And like I said, I just think that it's something that, you know, it was way too premature. But this is something that I want to share with you guys. This is something that I think needs to be shared, which is let's see. Where is this? What the fuck? I can't find shit ever in my email. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'll go find. Yeah, have a Blair, because it was awesome when he said it. Only because then I try to use that accent. It's Blair. It's Heather. Who's Heather? It's Blair. Merry Chris Watts. Yes, Merry Chris Watts. So that was what I was like. Wait a second. What mother would be okay with their daughter marrying somebody that murdered his whole family? So like right there, I was like, I don't give a shit. What? Like, no. So like it was a really weird thing that you would even fall for, because, you know, insane amount of propaganda. I feel stupid for falling for it, but that's what emotions do. They warp your sense. Yeah, at least you can be honest about that. And let me tell you what I thought was really weird about it is that then, you know, Amanda Joe's over here saying, do you think that Allie would have something like that on her channel? I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, she had fucking Cadel on her channel. And it was a lie. What are you talking about? But it was because Allie was given bogus information, you know? And it's kind of like when Dylan Tallman was on my channel, and I was like, no, I was cutting him off because he's not going to lie on my channel. I didn't let him talk about the shit that he wanted to talk about. I said, no, you're not saying that because I don't believe that. Moving on. Yeah. Yeah, and so anyways, the way that this all worked out is, and I think, you know, she can correct me if I'm wrong, if she wants to feel free in the chat, but it was, she knows I came directly to her and I said, you know, I believe that, you know, Allie's panel was obviously used, and especially after I saw Amanda Joe's comment about, do you think that Allie would ever have some, she doesn't get involved with stuff like that, do you think this, do you think that? And it's like, wait, don't put this on fucking Allie. that Allie would have us on her panel. Like, what? No, you, my friend, you're the one that emailed her work. This woman's work. Why would you ever email someone's work? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? I don't care if the girl did it or not. It's not your place. I don't care what's going on. Who do you think you are? And I think that's kind of what, Crazy Chick said in here, like these people that are just going to become vigilantes and just do whatever they want. But, I had been speaking, with Heather because this woman reached out to me. If this woman would have never reached out to me in the emails, then this doesn't concern me either. But I felt it necessary that Heather knew that this woman had reached out to me and that these were the emails that I received. Just like I wanted to turn them over to anybody that would be involved with law enforcement. Because that's exactly where I think this should be. But I also stated that, hey, what can we do about the fact that, this was poorly executed, no doubt about it. But the intentions were not there to stalk or harass, as far as I'm concerned, with Angie Erickson, because, she didn't try to contact anybody's work. She didn't, she was brought this information. And when you talk things through and you have an understanding, and then it's like, okay, well, hey, I don't think this stuff should be up on the page. I don't think this and I don't think that. And I think that that's a very understandable thing to say back. And if we can come to some understanding that right now that's a false narrative, like that's not even, there's no proof to any of that. And, Miranda's home and we're married and stuff like that. So, but yes, I even said that Allie had good intentions, poor execution. She was given misinformation and didn't reach out to me, which she even discussed with me. Absolutely. If someone believes a crime occurred, you go to the police. Absolutely. And that's what I told Angie Erickson. The woman has no relation, they just happen to have the same last name. If the police don't help, then that's because no crime has been committed. I've been very open and honest and have shown Lana a handful of stuff. And she has, because I said, if you tell me something, okay, you're going to prove it. I'm going to ask for proof. And that's, I think, the problem with everybody that's on YouTube nowadays is if someone says something to you and you just repeat it, and ultimately it's your channel, it comes back on you. And I haven't shown anything that Heather has given me. I'm simply doing what I do behind the scenes as far as making a timeline, looking at the stuff, because there is stuff that's clearly been doctored. There is stuff that, and I'm just going to leave it at that. But I agree with this statement too. It's not okay that, her name is being tarnished. However, it is important. But when my real life gets involved, such as work and my family, wife, then I have a responsibility to speak and defend. And I believe you absolutely do. And I think that there's anybody that can be in a situation and put themselves understanding what it's like to be accused of something you didn't do. I think that probably I'm that person. But I'm not going to get myself involved. That doesn't mean I go and take my YouTube channel and I'm like, going live about this. And no, it's not. What I think needs to happen is that this is handled, appropriately. And if somebody had a vendetta against, Heather Blair or Allie, remember, guys, this was brought to me. Did somebody think that I was going to jump on and do something and go one way with it or something like that? Or so that they could, it's just, it's disgusting that that this even happened, because none of this should have happened yet until it was handled a certain way. And I think another prime example of that is the Barry Morphew case. So Barry Morphew, case dismissed right now, right? maybe people should do things the right way. And you wouldn't see 12 to 14 witnesses that are expert witnesses walking the fuck out the door and not being able to be used. So processes and procedures matter, and it's going to come back and haunt you. So all those people that are saying, yeah, I'm a fucking stalker and PPO this and all that shit. Okay. Whoever laughs last laughs the hardest. So you might want to bite your fucking tongues. You're welcome. I thank you, Lana, for being open-minded and willing to take a look based off facts and not opinions or bias. I respect you for that. Yeah, I'll always do it that way. You know? And I told her, you know, the same thing that I told anybody, or I would tell anybody is, I mean, just because I'm looking into it doesn't mean that, you know, whatever I find is I find. Like, I want better for actually all parties involved, because I wish that it would have never came here and it should stay, you know. But remember all the talks, though, that happened when there was a TPO issued, you know, out for me? Remember that? The paperwork and all that stuff? Remember all these channels that went fucking crazy, right? Remember that? And then here, TPOs are filed on David Carter, Angie Erickson, and Amanda Joe. And I don't know about you guys, but have these channels been going crazy about it? Because I don't even think people know about it. Oh, that's right, because people are like in my chat right now saying, wait, Allie has a TPO out on her? Oh, you mean you haven't seen it just circling everywhere? Oh, that's right, because it's not. Yeah, and I showed actually my emails to the woman. You know, in fact, I'll read them because they were just, if you guys didn't even see them before, they're wild. I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't even know where they're at. Oh, wait, here we go. What was her name? So why is this mom doing this for her? I don't know. Well, I don't know who wanted to test me out, but I was the last person that, you know. I just wanted no part of it. When I saw these emails, I was like, what in the fuck is this? Ouch. Oh, I think I know why. Hold on. I can't even find these letters now. Well, that's what's with it. It was like Amanda Joe said she was going to go to her house and like make a poster and stand outside her house. I'm like, first of all, who has time to do that? Number one. That's just wild. Just fucking wild. Like, And I mean, I don't mean to be laughing about it, but it's just fucking wild. Like, the emails that I got were wild. I wish Mod Squad wasn't in chat. I can't. Wait, hold on. Let's see. God bless it. Like, just wild shit. Like, just, do these people read what the fuck they write? I'm so curious, because I just don't think they just, woo. You know what, did they come in this instead? I'm determined to find this now. Like, come on. Damn it. What was the date of that? Oh boy, here they come. Okay, so let me just I want to make this announcement too. So I get a message, and see, this is how, like, this is how friends operate. Hey, this is from Mod Squad. Hey, I just want to let you know that Allie asked me to help Mod for her live tonight. I said, with everything going on, I would prefer that we don't do stuff like that for people to talk about, especially with what this live is technically supposed to be about. She's like, yeah, you're right. I don't want to cause any problems for anybody, you know? And then, I call her and I said, are you fucking kidding me? I said, oh my God, that would have been I was like, thank God I just have, like, wits about me. Like, no, like, oh my God, no. I was like, oh God, no. I don't want Mod Squad mixed up into that shit, because I was like, hello, do you remember when I said no? Like, I wrote her, like, you need to go to the police and all that stuff. She's like, well, yeah. I was like, yeah, I think that's going to be a fucking disaster. I said, something's off with it. Something is totally fucking off. And sure as shit, I said, I thought it was off when she emailed me. And Mod Squad's always just like, man, what's wrong with these people? And I'm like, right? Like, why? What are you getting out of this? Okay, here, hold on. I got my, see, where is it? It goes from the 13th. Oh, wait, here. That was on the 13th. Oh, I found it. Okay, found it, guys. Sorry for the delay. All right. On February... what day is this? On February 3rd. Good morning, Lana. This is Angie Erickson that asked for your email on your channel last night. I'm reaching out to you because I believe and pray that you can help me and my family out. I have to be very careful to what I say due to the fact I signed a disclaimer saying I won't speak of the Chris Watts case. However, my family is being led down a dark and scary path that I believe Heather is behind. A little background story on me and my family. We are farmers from Canada and lived on the farm for more than 30 years. We raise cattle and have other farm animals. We are a Christian-raised family and are quite active in our community. May I call you or you call me because I have so many things to tell you and I believe you may be the one to help us out. Thanks for your time. And I said, what in the actual fuck is this? I said, this is about fucking Chris Watts. I said, hard pass. Like, I just was like, the fucking crazies that are on, Watts Island. I was just like, I didn't respond. And, then I get this email on February 22nd at 2:22 a.m. Like 2022 at 2:22. And the category and the subject is what's up? Like, what? This would be like, fight for a family help or something, or like, emergency, or what's up? WATTS, what's up? Hi, Lana. I'm sending out another email. Again, this is February 22nd. So 3 weeks later. Hi, Lana. I'm sending out another email asking you for help. Long story short, I will give you full details. And when you call or text me, I'm praying that you do. But Chris and I have been texting for a few months. What the fuck are you talking about? Wait, what? So then I'm reading this. Wait, you and Chris have been texting? I mean, do you really want me to fucking take this seriously? Chris and I have been texting for a few months, and apparently he was supposed to get out of jail, but that didn't happen. Bitch, he is not in jail. He's in motherfucking prison. He's never getting out. I'm like, wait, what? I was told to fly my daughter to Vegas, and there she would meet up with Chris. What? I took my daughter there in December on the 10th. I left on the 16th. My daughter sent us a video telling us, me and my husband, that she never wants to see us again. What? I know this is... I thought maybe it was like a ransom. I'm like, wait, what, is this serious? Then I hear, I cried like a baby, thinking this isn't Miranda. Why is she saying this stuff? I have phoned the police to do a welfare check on her, but I can't seem to get in touch with them. Please, Lana, keep this to yourself, please. Yeah, don't worry about that. I won't be talking about this at all. I won't be talking about this ever. Never... She said, never know what Heather would do to my baby girl. What? Heather do to your baby girl? She's 27, but my baby girl. Jamie texted me a while ago. I sent her a text a couple of weeks ago, but it said her number has changed. Thank you, Lana. Angie, from an iPad. Oh, my God. I'm like, wait. So, okay. So I don't do anything. I get a phone call in the morning. My buddy, my baby girl mod squad. Lana, are you going to reply? And I'm like, no. What do you want me to do? Like, I'm like, are you serious? Did you wanted me to read this again to you? Because it's fucking whack as fuck. Like, what? Like, I don't have a response for this. Like, and I'm like, I'm kind of busy at the moment. I was like, but you know what? Okay. I'm just going to be kind like I always am. And, okay, here we go. Just tell her to go to the police. Okay. So then I say, hi, Angie. I am very sorry you are going through all of this. I want to let you know that you should be very, very careful with who you trust. Heather was in contact with Chris Watts through letters a couple of years ago. Chris stopped corresponding with her after a couple of months and severed their friendship. Heather claimed to have emails and phone calls with Chris afterwards, and this never happened. If you believe you have been texting with Chris and Jamie, it is my opinion that it may be other people posing as them. If you are concerned with the safety of your daughter, I recommend contacting the police in your area and the area of her last known whereabouts. I'm sorry I can't be more help other than to provide you with this information. Lana. I get no respond email back saying thank you for my time. I get no, like, I can't believe you're not going to help. I get nothing. Yes, Boston. Remember I was always saying that? I was like, yeah, why don't you try to go explain this to some lawyers and see how they respond to this. They're going to look at you like you're fucking crazy. But, so, yeah, so then all this time goes by, right? And I think nothing of it. It's totally, I'm like, this is fucking joke, whatever. Or it's just like, this is so stupid. Like, I'm just sorry. I'm like, yeah, not involved with this. Absolutely not. You know, I don't know who people think they're going to scam, but it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? But being polite, don't ever hear another word again from anything. Except I think I say it to my besties. I say, I said, what's weird is that she has the same last name as Allie. I said, maybe we should just double check to make sure that they're not related. You know what I mean? Because why isn't she just going to her aunt? That's what I said. I was like, is Allie her aunt? Maybe she should just go to her aunt. Well, here, come to find out that she had already went to Allie because Allie's first contact with her about this was January 22nd. So I said to Allie, this is way after the fact. This is after Allie does her live that I asked her for that date. I said, hey, when were you made aware of this? And she told me the date, and I was like, okay, that was before I was ever made aware of it. So why the fuck is this person coming to me if you're already supposedly helping her? And didn't just come once, came twice. And, but I had no idea. None. I get literally the message that day that this live, because Mod Squad, I was like, what's this live about? Like, what do you mean? And she's like, Angie. I'm like, no, who the fuck's Angie? She's like, Angie. The fucking, all that I was like, I don't fucking know any. Angie who? Angie Erickson. I was like, why is there a live about Angie Erickson? and then I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, like, it's the big scam, and they're pretending to be Chris Watts. I said, give me a fucking break. I said, oh my fucking God, what? I said, this is what this live's about? I said, oh fuck. Yeah, I guess there's like a bunch of money, and I was like, yeah, I think it's best that we stay completely away from this because this is just going to be a mess. And she's like, so you don't think any of this is true? I said, fuck no. I said, did you see that email? Why the fuck would she ever think her fucking daughter's going to marry Chris Watts? Is she deaf, dumb, blind? I mean, what the fuck? No. There's something clearly off. Okay? Who do you mean she drove her daughter to fucking Vegas to marry Chris Watts? I mean, I was like, this can't be. I was like, God. I'm confused. I was like, I don't even think about it. Like, wait, am I fucking reaching like a mofo? Please let me know. I have no idea. I just correct. No, none of that was work related. They just wanted to get you in trouble. God, that makes me so angry. Why is everyone so obsessed with this nonsense? It's YouTube, for crying out loud. Just log off. I know. Don't you think? That is exactly what the judge said. That's exactly what the judge said. Why don't you just not watch that channel? So how about Machiavelli or whatever your name is? Learn about it. Okay. Oh, shoot. There is another one from Canada that is always giving super chats. So I say, wait a second. I said, Heather. I said, is Heather, she like females? Because I said, you know what I'm thinking here? I said, is this woman gay? And I was like, something's off. And then this was like, no, Heather is posing to be Chris Watts and she thinks she's marrying Chris Watts. I said, what in the fuck are you talking about? I said, okay, you know what? I said, you guys can just take that circus on up the fuck up out of here. I said, even if all of this is really truly happening, IDK, I don't care. Like, if some woman is getting scammed this way, like, I don't know what do you want me to do about this? It's not, like, go to the police. Stay far away, says Lana. I mean, I always say that. This can't be real. This can't be fucking real. That's what I say. When I got that email, because Mod Squad's the best. She's like, like, we're nice people. She's like, well, come on. Like, we should respond. I'm like, yeah, and say to fucking, I don't know, like, she probably needs to go talk to somebody because anybody that would take her daughter to Vegas to marry Chris Watts is kind of probably not all the way up there. I mean... And then I thought maybe the woman was mentally ill, I don't know. But I don't like to judge, and so I was just like, okay, I'll answer it, but she just needs to go to the police. This is a police matter. Do you remember the Angie Erickson from Canada who is on a farm that always gives super chats with tractors? Well, I asked somebody about that. I asked it, like, if this was like I don't know. Do you think if I did, I would go to police or that my TPO would be granted? Did Heather really ask for all that money like she claimed? But what is that? Machiavelli, do you think if I did, I would go to police or that my TPO would be granted? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I will say this with that type of stuff is TPOs get granted based on your sworn testimony as well as evidence. But I can tell you that I do know people that have lied to get TPOs. So I do believe that people could lie to get a TPO. But I just want to know where the outrage is. I want to know where the outrage is. I mean, I think I want to interview, fair enough, but yeah, no, never asked for scammed money. I just have some questions for Amanda Joe. I mean, and it would just be things like, why are you always in scandals? Why are you always bringing Allie fucking horrible shit? Why do you hand Allie shit on a platter? Thanks, Boston. I'm simply asking. I heard that one show and found it in bad taste, but wanted to ask. Sorry for asking. What one show? You don't know what show you're watching? Yeah. When I heard it was about Amanda Joe's a sick woman. This is okay, guys. Now, this is gonna be. This is just my humor, so either take it or leave it. But I said to myself, "What the fuck? She'd rather have her daughter marry Chris Watts than be gay." I said, "Jesus Christ!" I said, "That's like. I mean, think about that." And I'm talking about Allie's show where that mom ran her mouth. Yeah, it was bad. I mean. You're not going to hear. Well, I just when you found out that the woman was married to Heather Blair, it's Blair, guys. But when you found out that she was married and you knew that before the show, she's 27 years old and I don't know. But at the end of the day, that's near here nor there. This is now like, I was able to talk to Heather because of dealing, with something that, what people are, the people that are responsible and the people that aren't responsible. But poor execution of something isn't grounds for, to say that someone's stalking and harassing. And so what I just believe is that there was poor execution. But Allie is the type to want to help people. And if, Amanda, Joe, and company brought bogus information to Allie, I think that it just all needs to be looked at a little bit more. But if the content was removed and until things were, it shouldn't be on YouTube as it is, and it was, and let's get that stuff taken down. And that's what you do. Yeah, I can't believe that no one said that yet. Has no one made that comment? Or do I just say the stuff that people don't say? But yeah, hey, I'm going to let you marry Chris Watts, but fuck, you're not marrying a girl. I mean, so. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'd be very interested to know why Angie felt the need to email me twice, and especially on February 22nd at 2:22 a.m. Just think about that. Just a bunch of fucking whacks. I hate that these people bring personal crap to YouTube, create real content. The drama is disturbing. Well, actually, if you think about it, when people bring the stuff, ultimately you're responsible of your channel. So, it's kind of like a news reporter when you only report one side of a story. So, if you want to be unbiased, you get, both sides of the story. And so, that's just what you do. If you want to be reporting, as a unbiased channel, and if you want to be reporting facts and, but there was nothing to report because there's no crime being committed. Like there was no report. There's no police report. There's no case docket. There's nothing. And that was my issue. My issue is that, you guys are talking about cases. Like this isn't a case. But see, like now there's case numbers. So. I have no idea what's even happened, but all I can tell you is that you got two sides claiming two different things. So, and I think motive should have a lot to do with it. What was even the motive for whatever? Okay, Woods, that's some wild shit right there. Chris Watts, yes. Another woman, absolutely not. What? I know. I'll never understand. Like, two sides, two different things. Only one willing to use legal system. Yeah, and see, like, I could, my email speaks for itself to go to the authorities. You go to the, and you know what the crazy part is? When I even wrote back my email, I totally even forgot that she lived in Canada. Like, she had to cross the border to come here. She's not even a fucking citizen. Like, what? There's just like a lot of things about it. Like, I don't know. Just, anyways. Yeah, I think Kelly works a lot too. So, crazy chick. I haven't seen Kelly either. Yeah, she works a lot. She's a great mama and a hard-ass worker, and she's smart and funny and a really good friend, so. Yeah, so I'm going to jump on off of this thing. Thank you all for stopping in. Thank you guys for being polite. I just laugh. Yep, Kelly is. I mean, you know what I have a lot of questions of is, I can tell you about the whole thing, and because I don't want to laugh about it, you know what I mean? But when I got these emails, I'm just like, what in the fuck is this woman talking about? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean what do you mean she flew her daughter? Like, I'm thinking, like, your daughter's 27 years old, 26, whatever, however old she said. Like, can't she just go by herself? Like, why would you, like, what? And then if you fly somebody there, like, where is she living? Like, she doesn't have anything. Like, there's no furniture, there's no nothing. I mean, there's just so much to it that, like, you think that you just write that to me and you think I'm just gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I mean, did you want me to write back and say, you're definitely not talking to Chris Watts. He's in prison for the rest of his life. He can't I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, it was like, I'm not even, it was just wild. And to think that it made it to the streets, and that's just where I think that, we have channels and, it's really unfortunate that friends would be bringing this fucking shit to Allie to, like, even, like, more so, like push and double down and stuff like that. Like, that's what I think's sick. Because I have the voice recordings of Amanda Joe flipping out. So, but yeah. I'm like, your daughter's getting married to Chris Watts, but you gotta get home to do taxes. Oh, so did you listen to it? Yeah. And then this is what I write in chat, because, I'm a thinker. I write in chat, I say, how much money are we talking about here? And then everybody jumps on me saying, it's not about the money. I don't think anybody cares about the money. It's about bringing, her daughter home, being, and getting her home safely. And I'm thinking, okay, so it's not about the money. It's about, her safety. And, that she thinks that she's marrying Chris Watts. I'm like, well, no, she doesn't. She just got married to Heather. Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? But then I find out that the PI knew this. I didn't know that part, because I was in and out. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, so you guys have all known that yeah, but you don't get it. She thinks that she was, she's only marrying Heather because just so she can stay there, and then she's marrying Chris when he gets there. And I said, are you guys all fucking dumb right now? Like, what'd y'all smoke? What edibles you taking? I mean, what's going on here? What does her daughter think about all this? Role playing. When we told Lana about the taxes, she was like, what exactly? I was like, what are you fucking talking about? She needs to get back here and do her taxes. Call fucking H&R Block, bitch. Get the fucking taxes done. She doesn't need to do her taxes. Wait, like that's just an oxy. Like, how are you saying that you just want her back safely? No, bitch. And then you're saying that she needs to do her taxes. Like, no parent says that. And then I was like, I just thought she was really giddy to be up on piano. She was just like, like, I don't know. Miranda here, I think it's freaking nuts how crazy Farmer is. Like, I just, you guys listening to this stuff, I was like, what? I was like, abort, get out of here. Abort, get out of here. The other thing that I thought was crazy, so like trust me guys, I broke down this email because I was like, okay. And one of the other things that popped out to me was, if you believe that you've been texting with Chris and it's Aunt Jamie, she never once though, like in the first email, which was February 3rd, there was like no mention there is zero mention about any scam, zero mention about any money in any of this. There is zero mention about like any money, no money, zero in any email. Was there any mention of money? And because then, after the whole episode, I went back and I looked at my email and I was like, there is no fucking mention about any fucking money. She was just saying that, she's telling me and my husband that she never wants to see us again. And I'm thinking, well, she probably is marrying, like, she's probably with Heather. Like, I'm not going to break it to this woman that her daughter's a lesbian. Like, this is not my place, but that was a thought in my mind. And then I said to myself, but there's no mention of any money. And then Jamie texted me a while ago. I sent her a text a couple of weeks ago, but it said her number has changed. And then I said to myself, well, she probably has to say that to me because she knows that I know Jamie's number. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, this has fucking scam all over it, and I want nothing to do with it. And that should just show you. And then you just have to ask yourself, really, was it this Angie woman that did this? Was she influenced in some way? Who was? And then I come to find out, I was like, wait, Amanda Joe's involved? I said, oh, right there. I said, that's funny because she's involved with the Cato shit. Like, when Cato was on Allie's thing, and then with the sex scandal, as far as, with me and all that stuff, she was flying into chats, not knowing what the fuck was going on, just running her mouth, saying fucking crazy shit. And I told Allie, I was like, that girl is going to get your ass in trouble, man. That is a liability, and you need to cut her loose. I said it back then. And then I think in November or December, she comes flying at me again when I was talking about the sex scandal. About, actually, I'll just pull it up. What'd she say? Because I gave her a piece of my mind back in the day. No doubt about it. It's actually kind of funny. Every now and again, lighten people up. Yeah, Boston was like the taxes. I was like, what do you mean she's talking about taxes? Yeah, she's saying she needs to get home and do her taxes. I said, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, and then the part of the story that I need to continue with is that then the next day, it went from being concerned about her well-being to the next day it was, oh my God, it's all about the money. And I said, give me a fucking break. I said, okay, yesterday it's her well-being and that she's like being held against her will. And this has nothing to do with money. We just want her home safely. To now it's like, oh no, this is like a huge scam. And we're talking about, thousands of dollars. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. Oh, here we go.
I watched her live last night and you said her name probably about 30 times in like 2 minutes.
That's Amanda Joe to me. She said, on December 24th, seriously? I said, huh? She said, do you not hear yourself in your videos? Seriously? I said, this is December 24th. Now think about it. What was I talking about December 24th? I said, what are you talking about? She said, how can you do what you do every day to people? I said, excuse me? She said, I'm talking about your lives. If you keep dragging up old drama shit, who do you think that sounds like? She said, and quit talking about Allie. She doesn't want anything to do with you, Lana. You took things way too far. It's not cool. I said, Allie, ? Excuse me? She said, yeah, Allie. I said, this has nothing to do with Allie. She said, I watch. Fucking weirdo. I watch. And then a thumbs up. I said, you should worry about your fucking shitty ass marriage. Peace. And then she sent this.
I watched her live last night and you said her name probably about 30 times in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And clearly, I don't think anybody thought I was talking about, what's her name? Allie, with my December lives. Wait, the woman who called my work for non-work issues thinks you took things too far? Wait, it gets better. The fuck? What is this? What? Been looking into bounty hunting school. Wanted to do it a long time ago, but then was raising blank. People tell me for years I would be great at that. She wants to go to bounty hunting school. Oh my God, I'm dead. I totally forgot about this shit. Oh my God, bounty hunting school. Okay. Well, I think it's clear as day. I'm so glad I went back and looked at this. So, oh, here it is. And I think she's off of Facebook Messenger now. Because yeah, she said, I watch. I bet you do. I'm talking about your lives. If you keep dragging up old drama shit, who does that sound like? Oh, Amanda. I figured you out a while ago, though. Shug. Oh, Amanda. You know what's weird is that she claimed in Allie's live that she had been busy because she'd been moving. She was moving. You know? Well, it's funny because on September 27th, she says, all I know is Gabby Petito right now. LOL, only case I have room for. We just moved and it's been a fucking nightmare. So she must be moving for the past 6 months. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my God, September 22nd. I was in chat for about 30 minutes. I'm in the middle of a move and it's been a nightmare. Every fucking comment she's in the move. Fuck. What? Yeah, Amanda Joe has a serious like hatred towards Natasha Cooper. I actually probably gotta go back and look at all this shit. On August 13th, she said, "Good morning, sunshine." And I said, "Oh, unblocked me? Nice. Hi." She said, "LOL, I had to get away from everything. Was starting problems in my marriage, being on my phone all the time. LOL, how are you?" I said, "I'm fab." It's just funny that she came back August 13th, and that was after I was publicly cool with, that channel. Girl, you need to be a better, oh my God, I'm just finding gold over here. I took a 2-month break from YouTube and came back to hell. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I said, okay, so check this out. I say to her, "I got Cooper down." She said, "She's the reason I was coming back to YouTube. Everyone constantly writes me and keeps me informed. And I got so sick and tired of that bee." She said, "You have one more of her channel. She has True Crime with Natasha Cooper too. She's going live in 8 hours. It's called Team Natasha." She came back to YouTube to try to fuck with Natasha. Interesting. Jesus.
It sounds like suicide. He was wanted for her murder, and the U.S. Marshals went to his daughter's house where she lived with his boyfriend, and then they came out and they went in, and that's when he shot himself in his head. So, yeah, it's suicide. I have had to look for missing people in sex trafficking and shit like that when I lived by Sacramento. You have to make a noise. You know how many people that I didn't get on the news and I didn't get in the newspaper, but some I did? It's because of their family. It's because of the crowd that it drew and everything. It starts with the public. It starts with us reposting everything, talking about it, getting their picture out there, for the public, for the freaking media to pick it up. Oh, wow. I keep seeing this missing girl. We got to pick up on the story. That how the media works. Everybody says the media never picks up. That's because you ain't talking about it. You ain't making noise. Again, I'm not saying you as in you. I mean the people, the fucking ignorant people out there. I've had a day, can you tell? I'm on like 2 cups of coffee and I'm already needing my vodka and it's 10:16 a.m.
I gotta go. Yeah, this is sick. All right. You guys have a good night. Congratulations. I think that's like a bunch of baby talk in here. Of course, it's Boston bringing up them babies. I love babies. Look at Boston. I love me some babies. Baby, baby, baby. Another boy. Woohoo! Boys are great. All right, guys. See you soon. Take care. Be kind and chat love. Heather Blair. Heather Blair. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way out. Oh, and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget about that either. I'm working on an intro, by the way, for both of my channels. I figured, I'd get around to doing that. It's been a year. Take care.